Out for our morning run on a Sunday morning. Pretty much got the streets to ourselves. Is that gonna work for you? Another Airbnb, which is actually a tree house, and it has a removable roof. And then after we do that, we'll move on to a hotel, a nice hotel that actually used to be a monastery. It's got a lot of history to it. And then finally, we'll be staying in a hostel once again. So that should be interesting. So follow along with us on our journey here in Oaxaca. Guys over here translating from Spanish to English in Google Translate. We use it all the time. It comes in very handy. It's a margarita. Pretty sure it's made with mezcal.
Even though we asked for tequila.
We did ask for tequila. But
also asked for bottled water.
Oh yeah, and we asked for bottled water, and we. But you know, we're speaking English, and we should be speaking Spanish. We need to work on that.
Yes.
The empanada, taquitos, and shrimpies. Look at you, matchy with your mask. Interesting assortment of antiques and water features. So all of those plants eventually are going to become mezcal, which is a type of tequila, right? I would call it a smoky tequila.
It's the opposite.
Okay.
All tequila is mezcal, but not all mezcal is tequila.
We're about to see a famous tree. This thing is supposed to be 1,400 years old, and it is the widest, if one of the widest trees in the world. Maybe the widest? I don't know. Have to look it up again. So it's a pretty small donation to get in here and see this tree. What was it 40 pesos?
It's 20 a person.
20 pesos per person, so 40 pesos, that's what, like five? Wait.
It's $1 a person, I believe.
$1 per person? Okay, not bad. Speaking of big trees, now we head on to our next Airbnb, which just happens to be a treehouse. It's our little living room area, and we have some seating out here, overlooking our car and our neighbors. Look who's driving today.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So some of the driving in this city, you're going opposite. We have a red light here, and then we're going to get back on the correct side of the road. It's a little confusing. You just have to realize if you're in a turn lane or these crossovers, they're diagonal crossovers. The diagonal crossovers are a little confusing in the city because sometimes it looks like you're driving into oncoming traffic, or you've all of a sudden become the English countryside instead of the United States. Oh yeah, he just ran that one. Oh, also, the lane markings are pretty much non-existent. People just kind of seem to change lanes whenever they feel like it. We're headed to the frozen or the petrified waterfall, which is called calcified waterfall. Not really. Well, some people call it. Not really. Anyway, it's a waterfall that has a lot of minerals that kind of, it's basically like a stalactite, stalagmite, but it's a outdoor waterfall, not in a cave. And we're headed there, and we stopped off in this little town. What is it? Okay. And this is about the only restaurant we could find that was open because it is a Monday. And so we have the entire place to ourselves. Huevos fritos con jamón. Chorizo and eggs for me. Now headed downhill toward another little small town before we get to the waterfalls. They are considered petrified waterfalls after all. Let's get a little workout, or a big workout. All right, now we've made it to, this is the easier walkway. The hike we just finished up comes out right here. There's a gate. You wouldn't know to start it on this side. Where we started it, we were going downhill big time. Some people were coming up and they were getting super tired. So if you do the loop, we didn't realize it was a loop, but you go down the stairs and then basically it takes you around the back side, or the front side, I guess, of the waterfall, all the way down through here, and then back up this other side, and then back out at this gate. And going up is not as hard because it's just rocks. It's not those really tall stairs that we had to climb down. So FYI, it is a loop. We weren't able to find out that it was sort of a loop until just now. Figured it out ourselves. I got the talayuda. How do you say it? Talayuda. Thanks, oh my god. I got the chorizo, and then you got the tacos. And then we have this fixins in the center, and this one is avocado juice of some sort. All right. So here we are at Quinta Real, our room. Have to watch your head. On this little guy right here, it's actually pretty low. This used to be a monastery. It's converted into a hotel now. Apparently some short people, because this door here, again, you can see pretty low. Our own little private terrace out here. Here's the courtyard just outside of our room. Then there's another courtyard, bigger courtyard over this way. And yet another courtyard on the way to the lobby. It's the lobby. Check-in area. This looks like it's some sort of banquet hall. Heading over to the restaurant. And this guy here might be breakfast, lunch, or dinner later. Comita? This guy's ready for some comita. Or she's gonna hurt somebody. Got some French toast. This guy got Eggs Benedict. Okay, so I was wrong about this being a monastery. It was actually a convent with nuns until they turned it back into a prison, and then, well, turned it into a prison for a while, and then turned it into this hotel in 1972. The doorways here are quite short, and in our actual room, I have to be careful not to hit my head. Okay, this might be a little bit TMI, but we are in a much nicer hotel now. And this is one way that indicates you're in a really nice hotel, is when the turn down service leaves a heart in your commode. That is a heart. And yeah, turn down service, nice. We also got these items as part of our turn down service. Not sure what they say because they're in Spanish, but Sky can translate for us. Lots of topas everywhere. Speed bumps. So they told us to get here early, which we did. It's 9 o'clock and it doesn't open till 10, and there's already quite a line, but we did pretty well, I think. This is probably the tallest structure we're allowed to climb. Maybe the tallest structure out here, right? We'll have to read about it. More than likely people climbed up there and then got sacrificed or something similar. Most of these temples have some sort of history that indicates that. So from what we read, because we're not paying for a guided tour, we're too cheap. The Day of the Dead actually originated here at this civilization.
So there's no toilet paper in any of the stalls. Someone found one roll. I don't know if it was in a drawer on the sink. I don't know, but we all were taking some and passing it around.
Well, that was nice.
Yes, and it was a tiny roll, so I don't know what the people behind us are gonna do.
Great view of the city from up here. Cafe. So we waited on the road from about 8:50 to about 9:25, and then they let us drive up the road to get parked. And so now they're letting visitors in. It looks like it's a maximum of, did you say it was 800? 400. 400, and we're still not sure exactly how they do. I guess as people exit and people come in, maybe it's just max 400 at a time. Go past any of these. Just kidding. I discovered something about your toilet paper.
What's that?
There is like a community, as soon as you walk in, there's like a community toilet paper dispenser that everyone's supposed to grab your toilet paper before you use the restroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just want to put that in the video in case someone's wondering where the toilet paper is. Yeah. All right, here we are at our hostel. We do have a private room. Here's a typical hostel room. Here's bathroom. Actually, I was expecting it to not be as private as this, but it's got a door and everything. Something I have to get used to, not having AC again. That was kind of nice in the hotel. But the temperature here in Oaxaca is around 85, and we have this open window as well. So, and at night it cools down quite a bit. Street corn, that's what I'm talking about. So it's a little bit over $1, 25 pesos. 20 pesos is $1. Not a bad deal. Negative. Guess we're going back to the USA.